bow the other day for a great price.
What good's a bow to you, for God's sake? What a waste of money.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
Everyone
God be with
have
you.
a good bow on hand.
Which king would...
I don't know exactly, but when the king commands... It's such...
I was wondering if you'd lend me your bullock when it's time
God
to
be
sow
with you.
winter grain.
Keep the peace and we'll
need-
stay. Friends.
Too, you know.
What if you lent me the bullock?
Do you want me to arrest you?
You're not
Leave
going
that
to
door
bow
be.
on Sunday, are you?
No, and
Except I don't have
I'd like to apologise for that brawl.
on any other day.
Lord Capon is a bit hot-headed.
That capon of yours is a puffed-up fool, more to the point. But that was some punch, I'll give him that. And you fought like a lion and all. We outnumbered you, but we still had our work cut out.
Yeah, you know, it wasn't my first brawl.
I could tell. In any case, as far as the two of us are concerned, it's all water under the bridge, right?
Right.
You can see I'm not some idiot, can't you? I just don't like haughty fuckers. And you aren't one, are you?
I hope not.
I'm sure you aren't. You're a good lad. I can tell. And a good brawler as well. If you ever want a proper workout and some fisticuffs, Lawrence the Gelioff innkeeper is your man. God be with you. Get out of my sight!
God be with you, friend.
Come on. Go! Whoa, whoa.
That sound.
Go!
Show your stuff.
Put that weapon away.
Just a bit further. Quick! Come on. Whoa. God. Keep it up. Easy! Easy! Come on! Keep it up. Come on.
Greetings to you.
This place used to be a quarry.
No, it was the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Of course it was a bloody quarry. This is where the stone for the entire castle was mined. Once the castle was completed, the mining stopped. But that was a long time ago. There's nothing left of those days. Just that old loony who keeps getting in our way.
When did they start building Trotsky?
Oh, I was but a babe when they started building the castle. The land still belonged to Sir Vincent of Wartenberg.
What loony were you talking about?
Well, I heard he was a stonemason at the quarry. The rumour around the village is he and his friends saved their pay for God knows what, but something went wrong. The one who knew where the coin was hidden fell off the top of the quarry and was dead on the spot. Since then, the other fella's been sleeping in a nearby dilapidated shack and coming here every day to look for the silver. He's gone completely insane. Batty old fool. You can't even reason with him.
Can you explain to me the archery contest rules?
It's simple. Listen. You get your arrows or bolts, stand on your mark, and shoot at your target, aiming to get the most points. You get 1 point for the outer ring, 2 for the next, and 5 for the bullseye. Plus, if you finish shooting first, you get an extra 3 points on top. We've got 3 competition levels, from beginner up to master. The more experienced the archers, the more arrows or bolts they get, and the more they wager. Simple, eh?
I'll have a look at the wares.
Take care then, and thank...
I'd like to compete at archery.
Your first time, eh? I don't remember your face from any previous contests. What's it to be, longbow or crossbow?
Maybe longbow?
All right, I'll get everything ready and find some fellas. But first, you need something to shoot from. Come back when you're ready. Arrows I can give you, but I want to see you carrying a bow. Got it?
crone and maiden standing behind the gate. That was in Gable's riddle. That's a fine maypole.
Oh, you stink like a pig!
Sorry. I'll go and take a bath.
If my luck keeps up, my.
I really ought to make a
something.
fool of that old
You
geezer.
ought to bathe.
He'll
Right
be the
now,
laughing stock
Mr.
of the
Death.
whole region. There.
Oh,
Maybe
what
next
kind
time.
What's new around here?
Vostatek. Lord von Beregov's huntsman's a regular here. He might have some work for you. He's got a cottage near Vidlak Pond. So if you know your way around the woods, you could go and offer him your help. I hope he hasn't started drinking somewhere else. He's my best customer. You could also stop by and see Old Mouth. He's the local storyteller. He could tell you all sorts of interesting things. But only if you bring him some liquor. Don't forget, I have some here to sell, if you want. And that's all I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper. You having problems with the Zheliovites?
Not just me, my friend. They're the biggest bastards around. They've been nothing but trouble for years. The winter before last, they piled snow in front of everyone's doors at night, so no one could get out of their house. And last year, they broke into my cellar and pissed in my beer barrel.
Gracious. I hope you got your aim back on them.
Not yet, no. But since you're here, I've got a plan you could help me out with. I'd pay you well. You can count on that.
All right. I'll help you.
Listen up then. Old Olbram, the owner of the biggest plot of land in Zhelyov, has this beautiful bull. White as snow he is. The finest animal far and wide. Obviously, he's very proud of it. Very protective too. Now you, will give his beautiful snow-white bull a nice new coat of paint. Olbram is going to lose his mind. Simple, right?
Painting a bull, eh? That sounds like fun.
Right. We just have to work out a few details. First, we have to get some paint. I don't reckon we'll be able to get any here in the village, but you can try and ask Bartoszek, the tailor in Trotskovitz. I hear he dyes his own fabric. And after that, we'll have to make sure the bull stays still while you're painting it. Try asking Radovan, the local blacksmith. I hear he can make some kind of sleeping potion. If you pour it in the bull's water trough, I'm sure it'll do the trick. But watch out. That beast is enormous. You'd better put at least 3 doses of the potion in there.
All right, then. Olbram's bull will be getting a new coat of paint.
Olbram's going to lose his mind. I can't wait. And remember, it's supposed to be a joke. If you get caught or something goes wrong, the whole thing will be ruined.
Right. So I need paint, sleeping potions, and to not get caught. Why do you and the Zhelyov lot hate each other so much, anyway?
It's their fault. They keep playing tricks on us. Olbram's the worst of them all. The nasty old codger. He's always coming up with ways to mess with us. He's the one that stole our pasture.
What pasture did they steal from you?
The one that stretches from the orchard behind the Takov down to the gamekeeper's lodge. It's been ours since time immemorial, but the Zhelyevites took it from us.
And how did they take it from you? You can't exactly stuff a pasture in your purse and walk away with it.
Save the jokes, will you? This is fucking serious. There's a tree down by the gamekeeper's lodge that marks the edge of our land. My father, God rest his soul, was there when they agreed on it. He got a proper ass kicking so he'd remember it, and remember it he did. But then fucking Olbram came along, claiming it was the other way round, and that pasture belonged to Zhelyov.
Well, can't you all just reach some kind of agreement?
Do you think we haven't tried? But there's no talking to the Zhelyevites. Year after year we meet in that pasture. I tell it like it was, but Olbram always starts spewing his lies. Then we end up arguing until the sun sets. And when the Zhelyevites are at wit's end, they come at us, and nothing ever gets solved. We managed to convince them to at least give us back half the pasture. But I know the whole bloody thing belongs to us. We can't just leave things like this.
Have you tried asking Lord von Burgov for help?
Of course, but he'd have none of it. He said it's up to the Trotskovitz bailiff to sort it out. But the bailiff couldn't care less. He said we should deal with Olbram ourselves, or he'll have us caned and clapped in the pillory.
And how did they take it from you?
Save the joke. There's a but then...
Well...
Did I step in shit? No. It's you.
Today's a scorcher.
Greetings.
Good day.
The other day, I came home early, and my old woman wouldn't let me in. She said the door was stuck. What a load of tripe. She was clearly buying time for her fucking bedmate to get dressed. Seeing red, I tell you. I might be scrawny, but I swear to God, I ripped the door clear off its hinges. I imagine ripping that fucker up like an old rag and cutting his balls off. So I searched the house, high and low, and guess what I found? Fuck all. But I know she had someone there. The next time the door is stuck shut like that, I'll climb through the window and knock that prick out on the spot.
What the? Did I step in shit? Oh, it's you!
One more word and I'll beat the shit out of you.
How rude! God bless.
Good day. Good day.
Christ.
What the? Did I step in shit?
What do you want? You look terrible.
People call you the mouth, right? They say you tell all sorts of stories.
I'm no mouth to you. My name is Denyek, got that? What do people call you then? Bughead? Arseface?
I'm sorry, Stenyak. I'm Henry.
Pleased to meet you. But you were right about the stories. I could tell you stories so sad they'd make the devil cry. Or would you prefer something so scary it'll make the hairs on your ass turn white? But it's a lot of hard work for me. Now, if you had something to drink or a couple of groschen, that might help loosen my tongue.
How can I know if it'll be worth it?
If you don't believe me, ask anyone. They all know me in the village, and they all know I'm good.
So they all sing your praises, even if you stutter?
You know what? Go to hell. You can bugger right off if you're looking to insult me. But if you want to listen, you better cough up some coin.
To your health, my friend.
Thank you very much. I knew you wouldn't leave me high and dry. So what kind of story would you like to hear?
I like stories that can teach me something. Stories with a moral.
Haven't you heard enough of those in church? But it's not a problem. I have just the tale for you. And it's not one you'll hear from any priest. So, once upon a time, there lived in these very lands 2 brothers. The older was called Kuba, the younger, Matthias. They were both woodcutters, like their father and his father before him. One day, at the height of summer, they were working in the woods. The air was as hot as a furnace, so Matthias went to a nearby pond to cool himself. But as he was leaning over the cold water, there was a loud splash. His axe had got loose from his belt. In haste, he began to search the muddy bed of the pond, and his hands soon touched something hard and heavy. He pulled it out and could not believe his eyes. He pulled out an axe. Yes, but not his old one. It was an axe made of pure silver.
Good God. I'd grab that without a second thought.
Maybe you would, but Matthias would never. He was an honest man, and with a big swing he threw the silver axe back. He searched the pond again, and this time he pulled out his own axe. Nothing but dull iron and old wood.
Wait, Matthias threw the silver axe back? What a fool! He could have sold it.
A fool, you say? You'd better listen well. Matthias was just about to leave when suddenly a water goblin came out of the pond, silver axe in his hands, and he said, "You're a righteous man, Matthias, and for your honesty, you may keep both axes." Matthias, not hanging around for the goblin to change his mind, took up both axes, gave us thanks, and ran to tell Kuba all about it. Kuba, however, was not best pleased with his little brother's fortune. He deeply envied Matthias for his newfound wealth, so he set out to try the same thing. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him straight to the pond, threw his own axe in, and began a pretend search for it. Yet Kuba had no luck. He pulled out the axe he'd thrown in himself, so he tried again. Tricked by sunlight, he grabbed something shiny, only to pull out his old iron axe again. Enraged, he hurled his axe back into the water and yelled, "Fuck this axe! I want a silver one!" But the water goblin heard his shameful cry and was greatly upset by Kuba's greed. So, when Kuba reached down into the water for a third time, the water goblin seized his hand, pulled him down a hole to the dark depths, and drowned him.
Well, all was as it should have been. It was Kuba's fault.
I don't think so. It seems Matthias didn't either. He went to the water goblin and begged for his brother's body so he could take him home and bury him. But the path back from the pond led over a steep hill, and carrying the weight of the waterlogged body exhausted Matthias. He stopped to rest by an old oak tree, and he used a silver axe to cut off a branch that would serve as a walking stick. But it wasn't enough. Somehow, it was still getting harder to continue up the hill. Then Matthias realized it wasn't his brother's body that was weighing him down. It was the silver axe. The axe was the cause of all this trouble. So he started bashing the silver axe against the big stone with all his might, trying to destroy it. Yet no matter what, he couldn't even make a dent. With the last of his strength, Matthias climbed to the top of the hill. He knew he could go no further, so he found a pretty spot with a view over the valley and dug his brother a grave. There, he buried both his brother and the silver axe that had brought such pain upon them. His final act was to stick the oak branch in the ground by the grave. But lo and behold, the branch grew green leaves and became a tree. The locals have had no dealings with the water goblin since then, but some have had the bad luck to bump into him. And when you walk by the pier, where it all happened, you can still hear his chuckling.
That was a very nice story.
Story? What story? It's the truth.
But why hasn't anyone gone looking for the axe then?
Because it brings misfortune. Didn't you listen to me at all? Look for yourself if you wish. Rock Tower Pond isn't far from here. The Water Goblin's Pier is somewhere among the reeds. But leave me out of it. I'm fine here with my drink. It was good to see you, Henry.
around smelling like that.
God, careful! would you like?
God bless. What can I do for you?
I need something that'll put animals to sleep. Project said you might know something.
Well, it's true. I used a concoction that will put even a startled mare to sleep in no time. I once accidentally drank some and slept for 3 days. But the recipe is an old blacksmith's secret. The kind you don't just give away.
Wouldn't you tell a fellow blacksmith? My dad was a swordsmith, and I used to help him a lot.
But you didn't pay much attention, did you now? Otherwise, you'd know the recipe by now, and you wouldn't be asking me.
Well, I don't want it just for the sake of it. I need to use it against the Zhelyov lot.
So, Project and Olbram are at it again. Blockheads, both of them. And the place was just getting really nice and quiet lately. Well, what the hell. Maybe if I help you out, they'll start trading punches sooner and get it all over with. Pay up, and I'll tell you the secret.
Thank you.
So, did you want to make a deal or not?
I'll buy your sleeping.
So,
All right. Well, a word about the price.
but of course.
Do you accept?
You really won't convince me like this.
All right. How about now?
That sounds really interesting. Lower your price a little more, and I'll be satisfied. Finally, a reasonable sum. Thank you, and a good day to you, friend. Selling me stolen, that means a lower price. Let's agree on...
I could go for that.
I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
You know what? I'll...
So, did you want to make...
I'll buy your sleep. Do we have a deal?
More. Aye, I could go for that. Listen up, then. You take some poppy and thistle and boil them in oil. Then, after it cools off, you add a little herb Paris.
That doesn't sound too complicated. Thank you. I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. Ah, what do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. I'm sorry. Go over to the anvil and let's get started. Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to sit in the fire. You have to heat it up. Open it around. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellows. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. By moving the sword along the anvil, you can get the hang of it.
It was nothing, just a slight cold. Aye, a man would be calling for the priest, but women are made of stronger stuff.
I'll drop by and visit her sometime
Now
then.
take the hammer
Feel free.
and try hitting it a
You're
few
no
times.
longer in mortal danger.
I'd better go. Farewell.
See you around then.
See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. So come over to the... Besides the spark, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. Well struck. That's the ring you want. Sparks are flying nicely. Well struck. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to get the rhythm going. Sparks are flying nicely. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done.
Nice one.
The rest is just tweaking. Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
What good does it do me to whistle while I work?
It makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up. And by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
What's the right way to heat up the workpiece?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same everywhere, if your forging's going to be even. The main thing is, don't work it cold. You just ruin it. But don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
Why should I forge evenly?
If you keep hammering the same spot, you'll never finish it. You'll just fuck it up. But jumping from one end to the other ain't a good idea neither. You'd end up working unevenly. The best thing to do is aim each strike next to the one before.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. And they can't afford it neither.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them. Though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house. There are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed. And you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody'll steal them.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right, here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
That should do it.
What do you have for... Let's talk about the price.
Sure.
How's this?
Less. Aye, you're convinced. And come again, Henry.
Why are you aiming at me? I haven't done anything to you. Help! Help me! What are you doing? Help! For God's sake, help! Help! Come quick! He's the man. He's killed. I'll sort you out nicely.
Hey, over here. Give him what for.
Come on then.
Wait!
There's no point in resisting. You will be justly... It was you!
Ha! That was just a little appetizer. And now I'm hungry again. So I reckon it's time for another course. What do you say?
Shut your trap, you scoundrel! I won't be intimidated by a coward like you. Pay up, or...
I can't pay. I don't have enough money.
Well, your back is about to get quite familiar with the cane.
Piss off!
Show your stuff!
Surrender or die!
Greetings, Henry.
I'll have a look at the web. I'd like to do something.
But of course. What a I'm done. Pleasure doing business with you. Take care, Henry.
All right? Done.
Stop! You're wearing my things!
How bold of you.
Whoa! Whoa!
I'll hack you up like you deserve.
I'd bash you in the face myself.
I've been
but I'll
waiting
leave
for
that
you.
up to the experts.
My God! What are you doing?
God grant you help.
Just a bit further. Quick! Keep it up. Quick! Come on!
Hey, you!
Go! Keep it up. Go!
Hear what I say about the greatest evil of all. One.
Nice one.
Woman. Look like angels on the outside.
and binary and thinks nothing of stealing or whoring to get them. And don't think this one or that one may be different. They're all secretly in league.
Ave Maria.
Whoa! Could you explain to me where we are? Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I've no one else to turn to.
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. If I was you, I'd ask in Troskovitz. That's where she was heading last time I saw her. And if she arrived, someone must have seen her. And you can look in the hut in her place in the loft. She keeps her things there. My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs, but you might find some clues there.
I wanted to ask you something. Do you think anyone might want to hurt Pavlena?
These are evil times, Henry. I dread to think what could happen to a young girl alone on the road. And besides, the folk in Troskovitz ain't too fond of us.
What have the Truscovitz people got against you? Did something happen?
I'd rather not talk about it, Henry. I wouldn't want you to get the wrong impression about us.
You live completely alone in the middle of the woods. Don't you think I've already got a bad enough impression of you?
And where else would we live, you genius, when we're not wanted? Don't go digging up old wrongs, Henry. And don't insult us.
Pavlena is young and, well, no offence, but you seem a little old to be a mother. Is she really your daughter?
She is. Not by birth, but that doesn't change anything. Her mother died in childbirth, and there was no one but me to take care of her.
Where exactly was...
To Truscovitz. She was taking wicker baskets she'd made. She sells them there and uses the coin to buy what we need. Sometimes it takes her a while, but this time she said she'd be right back. I have a bad feeling about this.
Did it occur to you she might have run off? She's a young girl and pretty. What kind of life does she have here in the woods? Maybe she wanted to live a little.
You don't know Pavlena. She's not like that. If she wanted to live a little, she'd tell me straight out. She doesn't keep things from me. Don't imagine I keep her here against her will, or that I don't know what it means to be young.
And who was Pavlena's birth mother?
A girl from the charcoal burners. They left the county and I think she had no one else. I buried her myself. No one came for her.
And do you know anything about Pavlena's father?
I don't know who he was. Pavlena's mother was very young, and the fella surely abandoned her when her belly grew. She never told me nothing about him.
Well, as a midwife, I'm sure you've seen it often that, well, that the mother doesn't survive childbirth.
All too often, lad. But that's the lot of women. Or is it any different where you're from?
No, it's not. True enough.
See then? Now, can we just keep our minds on Pavlena? Take care for now, Henry.
So, Pavlena, what have you left for me? Hey, this is a boy's cap. Does Pavlena wear it? Or did someone leave it here? Like she got up and went straight out. She's got unfinished work here. clothes. If she planned to run away, she'd have taken them with her. I had a look in Pavlena's place in the loft.
And? Did you find anything?
She didn't pack up her stuff. I don't think she was planning to be gone for long.
I told you, didn't I? Pavlena wouldn't run off.
I found a cap there. A man's cap. I don't suppose Pavlena would wear something like that.
You're saying she had some young man here? I'd surely have noticed.
I don't know, good wife. I'm just saying what I found.
Could she have found herself a beau in Troskovitz?
She's got unfinished work there. She weaves baskets.
Aye, she usually has a few on the go. But she took them to the market in Troskovitz. We've got nothing here but what we make ourselves, or find in the woods. Pavlena weaves baskets very nicely. Folk buy them from her. It was good to see you, my friend.
What the fuck is this supposed to mean?
You're a dead man!
There's something lying over there. I hope it's not Mutt. Dead and robbed of everything, just like Capon left him. And there's no trace of Mutt. Oh, a nice bit of venison. And something took a good bite of it. Could Mutt have been here? Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb-woman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him.
was it I wanted? Damn it, be careful with that weapon. There, I see you're reasonable after all.
Have you seen a stray dog around? I thought he was dead, but he's likely still alive.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any dogs around.
Oh, Sakra. Do you have any idea where else he might have gone?
If I were a dog, I'd go to where there's food. There are plenty of fishermen around the pond, and they're always throwing out leftovers at the tavern.
Do you think he'd go and steal leftover food?
I don't know much about dogs. He could have run into the woods and started hunting. He wouldn't be the first or the last. There's a whole pack of wolves near Samin these days. Maybe your dog's gone feral and is running around with them.
Thanks.
Care, my friend.
Hell. Hey! Stop messing about with that weapon before you hurt someone. You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit. Ah!
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 Come on! Just a bit further. Whoa, whoa.
If not in life, let him have peace in death. Amen.
Who are you praying for?
For my son, Yaroslav.
How come he's buried there and not at the cemetery?
He died during birth and was never christened, so he couldn't be buried in the cemetery.
God have mercy. I'm sorry about that.
Aye, me too. If it hadn't been for that treacherous old hag, he wouldn't be here under a tree. He'd be in the churchyard, as he ought to be. The poor, innocent soul. Or standing right here next to me.
Old hag? Who are you talking about?
The midwife, Bozhena. My wife, Ludmilla, gave birth to 3 daughters. Quick and easy every time. The village women often scream all day and night before they bring their babies into the world. Not my Ludmilla. When she had Marushka, it was all over before the midwife even got here. But when Yaroslav was coming into the world, you know, I knew already I'd finally have a son. I never sent for no help. Why would I? After all, Ludmilla done it all on her own 3 times. And besides, that Bozhena is an unclean woman and a witch. Only this time, something went wrong. Of course, I wasn't there. Being a God-abiding man, I was outside. But Marushka comes running out, shouting, "Pa! Send for Bozhena! Ma's poorly!" I thought twice about it, but then I sent for her. She came along with a little girl, Pavlena, and a whole sack of herbs. She started brewing right away, and before the night was out, she was pouring God knows what kind of concoction down Ludmilla's throat. It's a wonder she didn't poison her, the crone. I couldn't get a wink of sleep all night. It wasn't till daybreak that Bozhena came out of the house, carrying in her arms. They could see right off it was a boy. Like I said, only Yaroslav came out feet first. And as they were pulling him out, well, he was all Mother of God. I can't even say it. It was that Bozhena's doing, I tell you. If she hadn't pulled him out and left Ludmilla to manage herself, he could have lived.
I can see why you'd want to get the whole village up in arms against her. I'd probably have done the same in your shoes.
It's what any man would have done. Only, that's not all. I asked the priest, and he told me every midwife has the sacred right to perform baptism when things go wrong. Like when it looks bad for the child, see? She can baptize him. Make sure he gets to heaven. And you know what Bozhena did?
What?
Not a thing. She looked at that little body lying still and didn't do a damned thing. And my wife died a few hours later. So I'm sure you understand what I did after. That same evening, I got the other fellas from the village, and we drove that damned witch out beyond the boundary stone.
I see. She lives in the woods now.
A good thing, too. She hasn't shown up here since. Many times I told myself we should have done more to her, so she'd know how I felt.
I understand your pain, but it wasn't Bozhena's fault. She saved my life when I was wounded and lost in the woods. She's a good soul.
That's all well and good. But believe me, that witch will never wash clean her sins.
I'd like to ask you more about your son, Yaroslav, if that's all right with you.
Ask away.
When did your son die?
Well, Yaroslav would have been 5 years old now.
What about your other children?
One of my daughters got married and moved out. Marushka and Olina are still here. Once they get married, I'll be left all alone on the farm.
Why? One of them could live on the farm with her husband, couldn't she? Lots of fellows would give the right arm for a place like this.
Aye, true enough. Only a father should pass his livelihood on to his son, goddammit! Don't tell me it's different where you come from.
Well, I only got to know my father recently. He's the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kobyla.
You, a noble? That's a hard one to swallow.
Just because I'm not dressed up in my Sunday best doesn't mean my father's not a noble. I really am Sir Radzig's bastard. My ma was a commoner, so she couldn't marry Sir Radzig. Fortunately, his loyal subject Martin took her in and raised me like his own.
Out of duty?
To be honest, I couldn't tell you. But however it started, they became close. And later, when they died, Sir Radzig took charge of me. So actually, I have two fathers.
God's will. There are times I wish I'd died before Yaroslav. I'd have saved myself all the misery since then. And all that's still to come.
I don't have any more questions. Thanks.
Farewell. Why?
Could you show me where we are?
Say what they like.
Whoa!
Praise the Lord.
I'm looking for Pavlena from Zhelyov. A young girl, pretty, weaves baskets. Have you seen her?
Old Bozhena's daughter.
Aye, that's her.
Comes here selling baskets.
Yes.
Ointments and all kinds of remedies.
Yes, that's the one.
I ain't seen her. Try the rat house. Thrush, the bailiff, knows what goes on.
I've heard you dye your own fabric.
I used to. I tried a few times, but I had to give it up. Troskovitz is on a hill, and there's not enough water for that. Why'd you ask?
I'd like to buy some pigment.
I see. Well, perhaps I could find some leftover black. If you have enough groschen, it's yours.
Ah, damn. That's more money than I thought.
Well, lad, a rare thing like that has a price. Take it or leave it.
All right, here's the money.
And here's the paint. Be careful not to stain yourself. Quality material like this doesn't come off easily. Is that all, or is there anything else I can do for you?
Show me your wares. I'd like to do something about that.
Sure. Never mind. I'm done.
I hope you'll be satisfied. Take care.
Huh? Hail, good man.
God be with you.
And with you. How about taking a break? Rest those legs and try your wits instead. Come on, don't be shy. I won't bite.
That's a relief. What were you going to offer me?
Curiosity killed the cat. No shame in that, though. They call me Barley.
You have a peculiar name.
If I were ordinary, well, that's just another way of saying boring. And boring's not for me. So I wander the roads collecting my riddles, and if I meet anyone I find interesting, I'll happily work a riddle on them.
A riddle? Very well. Let's hear it.
Now, listen carefully. What belongs to you alone, but is used more often by others? Any idea?
My name.
That's right! You have a learned head on those shoulders. The robes of a priest would suit you better than a sword.
They really wouldn't, I assure you.
More's the pity. But down to business. I have a proposition for you. You deserve a reward for solving my riddle. Except, you've caught me flat broke. I can give you some of what little I have. Or teach you some of what I know. What'll it be?
If it's all the same to you, I'll take what's in your purse.
Ho ho! Very well then. Here you are. May it serve you well.
You just wander the world.
Exactly. Never a dull day so far.
Do you have another riddle for me?
Another one? Hold your horses, lad. A riddle needs to be nice and mysterious. It has to stimulate the mind. I can't be rattling those off one after another. What would people think?
So you've got nothing more for me then?
That's enough for one day.
I think I'll be off.
Safe travels then. Perhaps we'll cross paths again.
Yes, I can.
Greetings to you.
Eh?
This property belongs to someone else. So, you're just wandering aimlessly.
Mind pointing out where we are?
Eh? You're not permitted to be here. Surrender. Enough! Show your stuff. You should have yielded. Now we'll display your corpse on the pillory. Fuck you! You've got to be... Don't try to cover it up. It's clear who was shooting here. Punishment by the blade. My favorite. Now you'll see what we do with criminals, bastard! not permitted to be here. Surrender now.
Well, else will pick up the pace. Well, that's a tough one. I wouldn't get my hopes up.
Enough! Show what you're made of! Now you'll see what we do with criminals, bastard! You can shut that up! Take that fucker out, damn it! Smash your face! Show what you're made of! Fucking hell! Have you had enough? I'll kill you on the spot if you don't yield.
Have you seen Pavlena around?
Young Pavlena, you mean? Sure. A nice girl came. She had the baskets with her.
Are you sure? Where exactly did she go?
Well, it could have been another girl. I can't be absolutely certain. But she went towards the woodcutters' cottages, the ones between the tailors and the butchers. Well, my friend.
I'm looking for Pavlena, the daughter of Bozhena from Zhelyov. She comes here selling baskets and other items.
Aye, I know her.
Do you know if she's been here in the last few days, Master Bailiff? I'm a bit worried about her.
I haven't seen her myself, but you can ask around the village. Try the houses along the road to Zhelyov. She'd have to pass that way.
What can you tell me about Pavlena?
She used to live here with her mother, but then we drove them out. She's not the kind of girl you'd notice much, but she knows how to take care of herself. I let her come round here because, well, maybe I've gotten soft in my old age. But I reckon children shouldn't have to pay for their parents' sins. Don't you think?
I heard something about that. Why did you drive them out back then?
Bozhena was our midwife. It ain't the cleanest trade, but it's needed. Women all over the domain used to call for her help with births. Only, as it turned out, bad help is worse than no help at all. I won't go digging up old grievances, but believe me, we had cause enough to drive that old witch out of here.
Has Pavlena got any friends here? Acquaintances?
There's Roman, who brings us wood.
Roman? Who's he?
A woodcutter like his father. May he rest in peace. He lives just off the green. His hair is red like embers. You can't miss him.
And Pavlena's on friendly terms with him?
You could put it like that. Roman's pa wouldn't be too happy about his son being with an outsider like her. But all he can do now is look down and weep. Not that Roman ain't a decent lad. Honest and hard-working. It wouldn't surprise me if Pavlena left her ma to be with him.
Well, I don't think that's likely. Pavlena left all her things at home.
Still and all, you could go and ask Roman if he's seen her or not.
Do you think anyone here would want to hurt Pavlena?
Troskovich is a decent village. You'd better watch your mouth.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I was just visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
I've seen those. You talk like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you.
Greetings.
Have you seen a young...
I don't know no...
You're looking for Roman? I also need to find him. To ask if he knows where Pavlena is.
That sweetheart of his? Well now, I hadn't thought of that. They could be together somewhere, so you can help me look for him.
What kind of fella is Roman?
We worked together in the woods. His pa used to work with us too, only he died not long ago. And Roman was left all alone with the whole small holding. His ma died a few years ago. Now at least he's found Pavlena. Of course, she ain't from around here, and there's all sorts of talk about her, but Roman would like her to move in with him.
What does Roman look like? How will I recognize him?
A young fella. Ginger as they come. You can spot him a mile off.
How do the folk here take to Pavlena?
Badly. They steer clear of her. She used to live here, near the green, when she was a little girl. But we didn't live here at the time, so I don't know much. Folks say they were driven out because of some wrongdoing. But I'm not interested in that. Everyone deserves a second chance, I reckon.
Do you think anyone would want to harm Pavlena?
Like someone from the village? I don't know. Jezek, the cooper, fancied Pavlena one time. Wanted to marry her, he did. Only she wasn't interested.
And do you think he might have done something to her?
He boozes plenty. And whenever there's a brawl in the tavern, he's never far from it. He had a run-in with Roman more than once. He's jealous of him over Pavlena.
Where do you think Pavlena and Roman might be?
Not long ago, Roman was talking over a beer about how him and Pavlena wanted to leave and start a new life. Somewhere where no one knows her and her ma.
You think they'd really do it?
I took it all with a grain of salt. But after what he told me last time, anything is possible. For Christ's sake, he's got a whole house his pa left him. He wouldn't just leave it on account of her, would he?
Well, I don't know about Roman, but I've been at Pavlena's, and it didn't look like she was getting ready to leave.
She might have done it in secret, and she'd have reason enough. Believe me. Best to go and look in Roman's house. That should clear things up.
Wait, though. What was it you were going to say about Pavlena? What did Roman tell you? Why would he want to move away with Pavlena now?
No, I shouldn't have said anything. I promised I wouldn't tell anyone.
For Christ's sake, what use is a secret to a pair of woodcutters? Spit it out, or I'll knock it out of you.
Don't open your mouth so wide. A pigeon might fly in. We ought to focus on more important things than gossip. We have to get into that house.
All right. Let's go and take a look at Roman's.
Great. That is, you can go there.
Hang on, you said you two were friends. Why would I go there alone?
For one thing, I have to work. And besides, how would it look if anyone saw me breaking down his door? My reputation would be ruined. Whereas you, no offense, you're a stranger. You don't have to worry about your good name, do you? But me, I'd lose my livelihood.
Well, I can do it. But you ought to give me something. For insurance. I'm the one sticking my neck out here. Well, if I'm caught there, I'll need a few groschen to bribe the catchpoles. So I don't end up in the stocks.
True enough. Here you are. This ought to do it. After you search the place, come back and let me know what you found. I'll be around here somewhere.